Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What's up, what's up, what's up? What it do, people? It's the Live and Level Gamers podcast. I am your boy, Level Head. We have K-Bump 20. We have Mr. Keith Norris.
What up?
Smooth Jazz himself.
Obi Trice. Real names, no gimmicks.
What's up, K-Bump?
What's up, man? My bad. I had myself on mute, playing a little baseball before we get started. Apologize for that, but I'm here, and I'm ready to talk about some gaming.
We got Smash Bros.
Yeah. So we got a little bit to talk about tonight. Man, turn the game off, K-Bump. You are supposed to be undivided in attention. So while he's turning off the PlayStation 5, we will be discussing Switch 2 rumors heating up. Is third party inevitable for Microsoft? And then we just gonna let the door swing how it swings and go where we may. A whole lot to talk about. But what's good though? Anything unique y'all way? Have y'all been catching the X-Men 97?
When that show come out, the episodes? Because I think I might be an episode behind.
I'm literally all the episodes behind except for 2. I gotta start watching. I just haven't been having time, man. A lot been going on.
Well, actually, me and the wife watched my wife had never really seen the old school X-Men cartoons, and so we had plans on watching everything from scratch. But that we just don't got the time to do all that, and so we watched one of the Screen Crushers 37-minute recap.
Mm-hmm.
So we watched the recap on the whole 90s series, and then we watched the first episode today. So that was our we finally got into the X-Men 97. So I'm pretty excited because I'm tired of getting halfway spoiled by some spoilers. So I'm trying to get myself into it, so I don't have to worry about seeing spoilers again. So
Okay. Welcome to the show, Nia. He says, y'all always remind me it's Thursday. It's a Thursday. They should have Thursday.
Yeah, Mario.
They should say Thursday night. Welcome to the show. All righty. Nita, welcome to the show, Nia. I'm still watching you play Xenoblade. I don't know if it's for me, man. I don't, Keith. I don't think it's for me, man. I don't think it is. I've been watching.
Why would you say that? Why would you say you don't think it's for you? I'm curious.
It's too much going on. See, like I'm managing and supervising.
old man plays video games.
Yeah, man. I'm like, I got to go through inventories and tell folks what to do,
Lord.
Point people to the right path.
He doesn't play RPGs, is what he's saying.
Just watch the cutscene. No, I it's just too. It seems like it's too chory for me. I think that's too much chore work. But it do look good though. I may. Well, it's at the end of the Switch life cycle. I may get the next Xenoblade. I may get the next one.
Who all believes that?
Y'all know your boy don't be lying on here. If I say I'm gonna do something, I do it.
Yeah, he did.
And how long took him to get The Witcher after he said he was gonna get it? Like another 2 years? How long was that?
I forgot he even had that.
Did I get it though?
He played it for 15 minutes and said, this ain't for me.
But it's not the win. It's not win. If I said I was gonna get, did I get? That's the question. That's
I mean,
that's
yeah.
the
I guess you're right about
mindset.
that.
We didn't put no time. This is not Drake and Kendrick. There's no time frame on when I'm supposed to respond. Anyway, have y'all caught
Speaking
up
of
with
that,
the Drake
I
Kendrick
was
diss?
listening to say, speaking of that. So when I first heard it, I was like, "What is Kendrick doing?" But like always, you got to really listen to what Kendrick is doing. My kids are going. Can y'all hear them? They are screaming in the background.
No, I don't hear nothing.
Okay,
I
it's a
got
good
kids
mic then.
yelling, so yeah.
It's a good mic. Okay. I had to really hone in what he was saying. I was like, oh, and he kept talking about some. You know what? I can say that for later. He's like, I got stuff for it. I got a whole 6-minute diss track,
Man.
and I'm letting you know I got more stuff.
Man,
I'm gonna save it for later.
Kendrick dismantled this brother. Like,
Hey.
yeah, that was surgical. That diss was surgical. It's a unique twist. It's not necessarily trying to draw blood, but expose who the person really is. Did you play back what it was at the beginning? Did you find out what that was? What he said at the beginning?
What did he say?
You
talking about the singing part or whatever?
No, the words that kind of in the top of the song. That's actually Richard Pryor in the Wiz saying everything they saying about me is true. I'm a phony. And when you reverse it. So he basically saying everything I'm saying here.
He be doing too much in his songs. I'm sorry.
Who, Kendrick?
Kendrick be doing so much in the song. You have to have 45 years of rap knowledge to understand.
No, don't do Kendrick
But
like
no,
that,
Kendrick
man.
be having metaphors on top of three levels of metaphors, and you have to have a genie in the bottle to get what he's actually saying in his song. And then he gonna change. Then he changed the beat up every 5 minutes, every 2.5 minutes.
Oh, I see we got a Drake fan over here that's
I don't listen to Drake.
Oh, I was going to say,
don't do that.
Kendrick is I can't agree with that, K-Bum. I think Kendrick stuff is well, I'm a rapper, so I guess
I say he do too much. Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying the dude ain't cold. I'm just saying he do too much.
I don't
That's all I'm saying.
I don't agree. But we not here to debate. We should talk to
you don't gotta change the beat every
He did
three beat changes.
Three beat switches.
Why do we need 3 beats?
Because it was dope. Okay, see now you finna make me go into my lens. First of all, the introduction was unexpected. Everybody was thrown off by the introduction because it was slow and just, mellow, and he kind of hey man, I'm not even serious about this. I'm throwing light jabs. Then that beat switch. See, now you're making me feel like I'm not a Christian. I can't even talk about this song like I'm talking about it. Let me stop. But
do too much.
That boy was hot. That was hot fire. Oh my God. And all the meat, it was so meaty. Oh my God. Anyway, let me stop.
Wait a minute.
DJ, y'all, we not doing the pause stuff. This is no Diddy on here. We not pausing. We ain't in New York. Well, let me see. Drake equals no talent. Thank you, Fanatic, and welcome to the show. Well, I ain't gonna say he equals no talent, but I don't like Drake. I don't like Drake.
You gotta look at Drake like you look at LeBron.
Dude, if this show is over.
He been on top of the game for the longest.
Longevity.
Thank y'all for tuning in for
tonight. He been on top of the game for the longest.
Go ahead and sign out, Keith. What's your final thought? No, we done. Are we finished? Are we done? No. You're not going to do LeBron. You're
been on top of the game, bro.
You're not going
to. And then Drake is emo. LeBron be stomping on the court. Like, you called a foul.
People.
Exactly.
Keith is trying to end this show early. Y'all hear me? Early.
Hey man, don't get mad at the truth.
Kay, you done? You got the food done? Cause I'm about to come up. I'm done. I'm done with this. Y'all is not bringing LeBron. After we unlost, y'all gonna bring LeBron? No, we're not doing that. Are we really gonna do this tonight? Y'all try to pop my lid early?
Mopped.
I'm trying to keep cool. So let's switch.
Oh no, they didn't get swept. My bad. They didn't get swept. My
let's
bad.
switch.
They got swept. They got mopped.
Welcome to the show, DJ Fanatic. Welcome to the show, man.
LeBron James.
Welcome to the show, DJ D2K.
You can't get it out.
They got me. I'm flustered. I'm upset. Y'all. Hey, man, welcome to the show.
Kendrick and LeBron.
Oh my God.
You don't like none of that.
I'm about to, man. We finna have an issue. No more LeBron talk for the night. Do not, no more. I can't handle it. So welcome to the show. As y'all can see, they on one. I thank Kendrick because he redeemed my day. Because that was the day after we lost on Monday. Kendrick decided to give me something to be joyous about on Tuesday. And I'm not going to let K-Bum and Mr. Norris derail my excitement. K-Bum talking about Kendrick does too much. Keith trying to say Drake and LeBron are the same. I'm not having it on tonight. Nia, stop instigating or we shall boot you out of the comment section. So, hey, D2K, block Nia. Go ahead and block. Remove Nia from the comment section. Anyway, welcome to the show, y'all. As y'all can see, we have a good time here. There will be no LeBron slander at all. Let's stop with the slander. Respect your elders. Mr. Norris, respect your elders. K-Bum 20.
Touch that dog.
Anyway. So
LeBron trying to get JJ Redick to be the coach. They say LeBron
not returned yet.
They say trying to get JJ Redick to be the coach. I heard they said LeBron grooming coaches like Diddy be grooming
whoa,
singers.
Whoa, Paul.
That's what I heard.
Flag. Time out.
Are we finished?
I think level left.
Are we finished? Y'all done? I'm reading these comments. Chairman about to get blocked. Chairman, keep on. You're going to get blocked.
Man.
LeBron James should have took Mo of a step back and let D-Lo do a lot more. You see what D-Lo did in game 2, in game 1, and game 3? 0 points. No, we're not talking about LeBron. I'm hurt. I'm not doing it tonight. I'm in a good mood. I don't want to relive my pain and my trauma. So we're going to talk about Switch 2 rumors heating up. And we got to ask the question, based on something that came out today, courtesy of, was that you, D2, or was that you, Keith, or was that K-Bum? It was you.
With the Xbox, it was me.
Yeah.
Xbox,
with the whole somebody over there at Xbox kind of spilling the beans that is inevitable, folks. We got to re-explore that subject that we kind of touched on a few months back. It seems like that may still be some evidence that they are looking to go third party. And then we just gonna go wherever the podcast leads at that moment and at that time. As you can see, we talked
LeBron James.
Anyway, see, he beat me to it.
LeBron James.
That was almost like a sample I had up here. Anyway, I'm not fooling with y'all tonight, man. Y'all are not stressing me out. I'm not. I got a lot on my plate. It's a lot that done happened in my world. I just need some joy. Let me have my joy. I lost. I lost in multiple ways this week. I'll tell y'all when we get off. But yeah, man,
sunshine and rain.
He's still tap dancing on my feelings.
He ain't gonna let you get it.
He's still tap dancing on my feelings, bro. I'm trying to smile. Got me in my high pitched voice. So let me calm it down. So anyway, let me go back to my radio voice. So we got a lot to talk about today. Since they already cooking up and it's 14 minutes in, let's get on what you've been gaming on. Let's go. Yeah. You know what time it is. It's time for What Have You Been Gaming On? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on. All right. So, pull out the church fans, Neil. So, we like to take y'all to church. And if you want to come in, I can invite you anyway. Let me stop. No, y'all might really need Jesus in your life. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. Who want to go first? Is it Norris or is it Mr. K-Bomb throwing shades at LeBron? 20. Which one want to go?
I go.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Norris.
Yeah. So I played a little gaming. Got a little gaming this week. Of course, I played Helldivers 2 with you guys. What was that Monday? Tuesday?
Tuesday. No.
Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah. Was it Tuesday or Wednesday?
Yeah, it was Tuesday. It's good. No, it wasn't Wednesday because I didn't play anything.
It was Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
Yeah, got a little gaming in with y'all. We need to find out what is all that stuff you've been showing us, Level. Is it like harder missions? All that stuff you've been showing us in the chat?
Bro, I don't know what that is. It just looked like I don't want to fight it.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Of course, I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3, trying to get my game up. Nia been streaming, some kind of influenced me and encouraged me to play, and still playing that. Of course, I'm still playing Tales. Is it how you say it? Tales of Kenzara.
I always
haven't played much because I've been playing a lot more Xenoblade lately. But I got back on that. I got to a point where I guess this really isn't a spoiler, but in these types of games, you always get something where you can kind of glide.
This is what Keith was talking about. Hold up. This is the stuff I shared with him. I don't know what stage this is. I'm not ready to see it. But go ahead, Keith.
Oh, you finna share it? Okay.
I'm playing it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And it felt like it kind of broke the game a bit for me. Like it broke the speed of the game, but probably because I just suck at what I'm doing. But hey, I'm gonna get better at that game. And then I also bought Near Automata or Automata.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that over Stellar Blade, huh?
I don't have a PS5.
Oh, well, that is the statement.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a PS5. So
assuming
I played a little bit today.
PlayStation 5, man. Come on, man.
Huh?
Came on just assuming. Man, why y'all got my boy? Look, see, y'all, hold up, Keith. This is the crap I deal with right here. This is the crap. Now they got my boy because he won one game with the sword. I ain't even see this. See this nonsense? I'm done with y'all, man. I'm done.
But we got LeBron James, though.
I'm done with y'all, bro. I'm done. Y'all they be doing me dirty. They be doing me dirty in the comment section in the chat, man. Y'all be doing. Look at this, y'all. Hold up, Keith. Look at this. They got my boy laying on the ground. Come on, y'all. Could y'all leave my boy alone? Let us lose in peace, can we? Anyway, look at this, y'all. Look. This is stuff I got to deal with from Keith and K-Bum. They got my boy in the dress. That's wrong, man.
Wait, did I post that?
This is Keith.
This has
to be fake, right? This has to be fake.
Yeah, that was you, Keith. Yeah, that was definitely you, Keith.
Y'all dirty, bro. I'm done. Look at this one, yo. I'm almost done, Keith. I'm about to give you the full back. But see, this is why I said I'd be stressed out because when Curry lose, nobody say nothing. When Kawhi lose, nobody say nothing. Only when LeBron lose, I got to get all this stuff all day long. Look at it. I feel like I'm the best basketball player to ever play the game. Like this is what I do. Go ahead, Keith. My bad, y'all. My bad. Go ahead, Keith.
Oh, Cancun 03. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, the last thing I was going to say was any Platinum Games fans out there, I really, really started really liking Platinum Games with the with Bayonetta, and they have an interesting type of gameplay that they have. It's never the same, but it's similar. It's familiar. I guess that's a better way. It's familiar. You look at something like Astral Chain. It's a familiar style, but it's not Bayonetta. Bayonetta's not Astral Chain, and now I'm playing Nier, and Nier is it's familiar, but it's different. And with Platinum, you always want to get some type of unique twist on a game that they've already done, like a gameplay style. And this game, I'm playing it. The camera's above, the camera's on the side, the camera's doing all this stuff. So I'm like, what's going on? But I'm gonna play it whenever I have a lot of time to like really sink my teeth into it. But so far, it looks good. It has that platinum smell to it. So I'm eager to see where this game is going to take me.
Okay, that's it.
Is it? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh wait, did I forget something? What did I forget?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to bring K-Bum in. And I thought, okay, so you played Nier Automata and what else? That was all.
Helldivers, Xenoblade, and
Tales.
Tales against Xenoblade.
Okay, all right. Now you got a little bit in there. Reddit, you want too much of my information. Let me get out of here. All right, Mr. K-Bum is your floor, bro.
No problem. I'll just talk about. So I'm right now gaming on MLB The Show. Love ain't gonna tell me when to stop gaming. So I've been playing the show.
Turn that crap off, bro.
The show played a little 2K this week. The homies wanted to get on, play some 5-on-5. Did that as much. Like I said, Helldivers with the homies. Been playing the new season of Overwatch 2. Definitely not a good season for tanks. Definitely been feeling the pain, but been playing that this season. Still playing Hades. I think I might want to just when it's another sale, I'm probably going to buy the game and then send this back for GameFly, because this game doesn't end when you beat it. There's still a story that you kind of want to unravel. So I may want to open up my GameFly spot and kind of buy this game when it's on sale. So I can clear up a spot for either like some tennis or something else. So I'm still playing that. It's still a fun game. Still getting better at it actually. But it's a fun game. I haven't got a chance to get into some Tales of Kenzara. I'm still working on that. But I was challenged this week by a old friend of mine. He wanted to. He got a PS5 and he wanted to challenge me in games, which is a no, but people still like to do it. But they challenged me in a couple of games of FIFA, and the first time we played, I beat him 9-0. And then I continued to beat him for 3 other games until I got tired of beating him, and I had to go eat lunch. But if anyone else feels like they want to catch an L in FIFA, come holler at your boy. I'm giving them out for free. And so, yeah, that's what I'm gaming on. Just little bit of everything, little smorgasbord of games. I kind of have a short attention span, and so I kind of jump around when I get tired of one game, jump into another one.
Talk that talk. He said, anybody want the smoke?
Come holler at your boy.
Okay, why we still doing the Chariot, man? Stop it, man. LeBron needs to take criticism like everyone else. He gets enough criticism, bro.
He ain't gonna let up.
Been trying to get past this area in Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay, all right. Okay, so he wasn't talking too much stuff about LeBron. All right, Chariot, man, I'll let you slide. All right, so I guess I'm up. So what have I gamed on this week? Well, of course, like Mr. Norris said on Tuesday night, we jumped on some Hell Divers 2, and we heated it up and went up to hard. Pause. I'm not saying pause no more. I'm not doing it.
We didn't go hard. We played on hard mode.
It don't sound no better.
I'm going on mute.
It didn't sound no better, K-Buzz. So
I'm going on mute.
I'm not. That's why I refuse.
Don't involve me in this.
I'm not letting this generation ruin basic conversation. So we played on hard mode. And we got it in.
DJ Fanatic said LeBron got tired of playing FIFA against me.
Nia ban DJ Fanatic, man. Put him out the give him 5-minute timeout. Foul on the play, 20 yards back. Anyway, I played on Mario Wonder and I beat so I cleared the last castle to finally for the first time. I'm halfway done. That's what I'm seeing from how much I've gathered. So now I'm able to go in to face Cooper for the first time. And that's where I'm at. I cleared all the things, all the little I don't know what you call them things, Keith. What are them things like that's floating around him? All the little munchy things, fern things. What are them?
No, I said fire. I haven't.
No, it's a little chomp things that plant looking things.
Cane chomp.
Yeah, they floating around. I cleared the last one of those, and now I'm about to go in to face off against, I guess, King Cooper for the first time, and then I guess it's going to reset, and I'm gonna have to fight him at it. I'm gonna beat him, and then it's gonna go to the next half of the game. So that's where I'm at with that. Still enjoying it. Difficulty is ramping up. I played a 5-star stage. Man, you talking about dying? I was dying a lot.
Really now?
Yeah, it was starting to get challenging, bro. It's not as easy and breezy as it was before. Chris Breezy, it wasn't as breezy as it was before. But anyway, I'm still enjoying it. I did get to pay Tails a little bit, but not a lot. And like I said, that's about all I gamed on this week. Like I said, Mario Wonder mostly, and a little bit of that Tails, and then jumping on you with you guys with Hell Divers too. So that was what you've been gaming on for the week.
I did before we move on to another topic.
All right.
I do want to say something. Now that I done found out and got some knowledge. So apparently, and no one told me. I don't know. I don't play platformers like that, so I didn't know. But I was watching. I know they have Honest Trailers, but they also have a show called Honest Game Trailers, and they had a game on there. It was a big hit around, I think, like 2018, something like that. I think it was a big hit, maybe 2020, something like that. It was a 2D platformer called Celeste.
Oh yeah.
So apparently, these Negroes, the Negroes I'm talking about, is Ubisoft completely ripped off Celeste and just made their version called Prince of Persia.
What?
Whoa.
If you look at Celeste, and then if you play Prince of Persia, the new Prince of Persia game, it is almost exactly a lot of the platforming elements they ripped directly from that game. A lot of the pieces, and I'm like, wow, I did not know that Ubisoft is still out here ripping people off, taking their ideas and putting their little shine on it. But yeah, that's what I found out. I didn't know.
It's called what? Celeste.
Celeste. I believe that's the name of the song.
It's a dope game.
Yeah,
I played a little bit of it.
Yeah, I won't play it. It is a straight 2D platformer. It is 2D platformer all the way.
It's difficult. I heard too.
Yeah, it's difficult. But yeah, I looked at it, and they ripped Prince of Persia ripped them off, and a lot of the aspects that you do and a lot of the platforming you do in Prince of Persia is pretty much the exact same thing that you did in Celeste. So I just want to call that out. Am I saying that wrong, Celeste? Yeah, Celeste. I think that's the name, what you call it. But yeah,
even if you were, we know what you're talking about.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. Nia down there spelling it, and made me think I'm doing it wrong. But anyway, yeah, I just want to call that out.
The E. So
no, go on, spell it again, so I can make sure I got the game right.
CELCESTE.
ESTE.
Yeah,
right?
ESTE. Yes, that is correct.
ESTE game. All right.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I just want to give that tidbit because I wanted to give Celeste their flowers because I think they were up for Game of the Year as well when that game came out. So I'm just want to give his flowers while on the podcast since I'm not a 2D gamer and I played Prince of Persia and liked it, but it's pretty much that game. They just put even down to the fact that you fight against your former self or another
is this
variation of
really it?
yourself.
Is it real
Yeah.
pixelated?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
I mean, the art style is not the same, but
Okay.
but the 2D and what you're doing, even to the fact that you fight against yourself, even the fact that you're on a mountain, and Celeste, you're going up a mountain, and Prince of Persia, you go to Mount Kof. Like they literally rip these dudes off, and the fact that you fight a version of yourself in Prince of Persia, you fight a version of yourself,
Well, thank you.
and they
for
have these
spoiling it.
coins. You say what?
Is that the new game?
It's what the new game, the new Prince of Persia I'm talking about, the one I finished this year.
We have.
I'm referring to.
Don't spoil it for us.
That's not a spoiler. That's not a spoiler.
Oh, okay.
It's not a spoiler. You see it in the actual ads. You see.
Okay. All right. Fair
but yeah.
fair game. All right.
So it's a lot of aspects of it. It's the exact same, and even Anyway, I just want to make sure I give my kudos to this game because it's definitely an indie game and doesn't get all the pub that Prince of Persia does, but it's probably everything Prince of Persia is and more. So I'll never play it, but I want to give it flowers.
Man, that's great. How do you feel that you supported that game?
I feel maybe it's one of those things where they are inspired by this game, and so that's why they did it. I don't. Maybe it didn't just rip them off, but it feels kind of like a rip off.
This looks
to be
hard.
honest. But
This looks
it's very hard. But that's how hard the Prince of Persia platform gets too. Sometimes it gets hard just like this.
Oh, I've seen some of the later levels. I was like, what in the world?
Yeah, the Prince of Persia gets difficult with platforming. And even the way those things disappear, like that's so. Anyway.
But that's typical platforming right there, Kate. What you talking about?
Yeah, no. There are some aspects in this. Like I said, the mountain story mode.
No, I'm talking about the challenge of the platform. I'm not saying they didn't rip them up. I was messing with you, but you didn't catch it. Go ahead, my bad.
Oh, okay, my bad. No, it's all good. Yeah, I'm done. I just wanted to say that before we move. We can move on.
All right. Well, hey, all right. So, where do we want to start first? What do we want? I'm trying to find this article on Nintendo Life. They should have this up. The leaks for the new Switch. I'm trying to find it there. Where is it at? But what y'all want to talk about first? Do we want to talk about Microsoft? Do we want to talk about
Nintendo? Look at Nintendo is the big topic. I think the Switch 2 rumors just has been kind of dry. That's the big topic.
All right. So, of course, as y'all know, if you're not living under a rock, a lot has come out over the last week, and we getting a lot of information coming from the big end, or not necessarily from the big end, but rumors about the next thing from the big end to Switch 2. So, I hope this article has all that we've heard. Maybe it won't, but one of the things we heard about it, and let's read it. I'm gonna read it right here. So, rumors: Switch 2 said to be fully backwards compatible with a larger 1080p screen from Samsung. They didn't put that there, but I do know that. So let's read. And Nia, don't grade me on tonight. I didn't pre-read. Another day, another Switch 2 rumor. We know you love it. Following hot on the heels of a recent report detailing a new magnetic controller setup. So that's the first thing we got to deal with. The new controllers are supposed to be magnetic. They will no longer slide like the current Joy-Cons onto the side of the Switch pad, but they will be
magnetically. To the left. Slide to the right.
Y'all got all these quotables.
Everybody clap your hands.
So anyway, detailing a new magnetic controller setup. The latest information dump coming courtesy of Chinese how you say that?
I
How
can't
do
see
you
the
say
word. What was it?
how you got my tongue is tied up. Anyway, y'all.
Prerequisite.
No, they make devices. What are them called? What the word is on the tip of my tongue. I'm having a hard time saying it. Devices like third party handhelds and stuff like that. Peripheral. I can't say it.
Peripheral.
It's peripheral manufactured.
Oh, you got beat up.
Yeah, I did. I got whooped on that one. So anyway, according to MoBatPad blog post, the Switch successor will be a conservative evolution. So I guess we got to talk about. Let me write some of this down. A conservative evolution. Do y'all want to park right there and kind of eat up on that a little bit? A conservative evolution. And write that down there. So. Of the current model. So it's not going to be a revolution, but just an evolution. I'm glad about that. More akin to a refined Pro model. As previously rumored, the system screen will indeed be larger, so it's going from 7 inches to 8 inches. And supports 1080p resolution. I'm not pausing on none of this. The current Switch. See, that's the problem with it. You can't even say nothing without feeling dirty now because of the way that they treat this generation treat stuff. That's normal. It's going from 7 inches to 8 inch 1080p screen resolution. The current Switch counts a max out at 720p. Even though none of the games actually run at 720. Anyway, let me stop.
Ooh.
Nah, I'm messing. They do a few. While the new larger Joy-Con controllers will adopt an electromagnetic suction docking structure controlled
Can't say nothing.
by electric current. As y'all can see, I refuse to pause here. I'm not pausing nowhere. In addition, the ZL and the R and the ZL and the ZR buttons are apparently metallic, while the new controllers will actually include a completely new button on the left and right sides. No further information
New buttons
has been provided to clarify what this button will be called or how it works or functions, but we're certainly intrigued. A new function button has also reportedly been added below the home button on the right Joy-Con. So we have 2 new buttons that have not been identified, and we have a new function button, supposedly. Let me see Nia laughing so hard. Why are you laughing so hard, Nia? This article was written just for this podcast. I'm crying. What will no doubt come as good news is the new console is said to be fully backwards compatible. Let's write that down. Backwards compatibility.
That's dope.
So this all rumors. But we gotta discuss. We gotta talk. That's one of our wants, which with both digital and physical Switch games. So Keith, all those digital games you have, K-Bum, that one game you have, it shall work on your next Switch.
that boxing game you bought.
Yeah, Keith, D2K, hopefully analog trigger. What'd you say, K-Bum?
That boxing game you bought, you can play on the Switch too.
Dude,
now.
I forgot all about that game. I have not played that game.
Don't worry about it. You can play on the Switch too. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, so let me see. So physical Switch, which with a cartridge slot that will allow for the insertion of current Switch carts. Not only that, but Switch Joy-Con controllers and Pro controllers are also said to work just fine, though it's likely the Joy-Cons will only work remotely given the new magnetic structure. Duh. So apparently all that we have, all the I can't say it. I still can't say it. Finally, the dock itself will work very much in the same way as the current model, but will include a metal dampening bracket for improved angle adjustment. It will reportedly be slightly different in appearance,
I was waiting for that one.
allowing support for 4K resolution. Tasty. That's
Oh
what
my
they
gosh.
said. Tasty stuff. So let me see. Again, it is worth highlighting this stuff, but we should stress that any information regarding the Switch 2 should be considered a rumor until it is officially confirmed by Nintendo. No offense to Mobapad, I think that's how you say that, but when GameShark AI claimed to know the console's release date before swiftly backtracking, RBS radar is on full blast. Thank you, Nintendo Life, for this very greatly articulated write-up. Now, okay, so some things we got are some observations from these rumors, and we'll go some farther places, some stuff D2K even shared with us, and we might go into there if time allows. So the first thing we gotta look at is the fact that this is supposed to be what they say, conservative evolution. That's the first part that stood out to me that I want to discuss. Are we happy? Are we satisfied? Or will you be satisfied? I guess I throw it at you first, Norris. Then I'll come back your way, K-Bum. Norris, will you, as a Nintendo fan and a fan of the Switch, be satisfied with a conservative evolution? Now, if y'all don't know what an evolution is, it's to evolve, evolution, a small you evolve in a little bit, or do you want something drastically different? The floor is yours, Mr. Norris.
Okay, so the thing is here, guys, the Nintendo Switch, I can make a better game. No, let me stop. Man, I want, conservative. Woof. I personally don't mind it, okay? Because here's the thing. Nintendo, they got me because I'm in the ecosystem, so I'm going to play their games. So they kind of got me already, right? I know I can say no and say, no, I want more, demand better. I can skip out on the Switch too.
Well, hold up.
Wait.
Hold up. Where's the slap yourself, DJ Fanatic? What you mean he made it through? What you talking about? What you trying to criticize my reading here? Are you throwing K-Bum up in here? Slap yourself too. No defending me. I'm sorry, Keith. They up there laughing. K-Bum laughing, and DJ Fanatic, you gotta explain yourself first name basis. What was that, a jab? Was you jabbing? Go ahead, Keith. My bad. Y'all ain't gonna slander my reading. Yeah, we made it through.
I didn't even see that. That's crazy.
Go ahead,
man. I guess it's okay. I mean, I really didn't know what they could do. I mean, we sit here and we speculated what could they possibly do. And I know originally when we first started talking about it, we were actually talking about it being more of like a traditional standard upgrade, and that's kind of like what they're doing. Because if it were traditional Nintendo standards or whatever, they would just go completely different and do some new things or whatever. But I'm okay with the conservative, because at the end of the day, it's the games that I want to play, and it's unfortunate that I'm literally sitting there saying I'm just going to accept it. It's okay, but they got me by the games, man. And I'm curious to see if any of this is true. I mean, we know these are just rumors. I'm curious to hear about that button. What does that mean? Nintendo's always trying to do something unique and different. Everybody's come up with their own form factor from various manufacturers, and they've done their own handheld version. And here Nintendo's, okay, here's some extra buttons. Well, so they're thinking of something. I'm curious to see what that's going to be, if that is a true, that's true on the device or whatever. But I digress. Just bring the games, man. Just bring the games.
All right. So I apologize, DJ Fanatic, first name basis. Nia has me on edge ever since the last criticism of my reading, because that article was wrote kind of janky, and I was troubled by its punctuation. But anyway, I apologize. We did make it through the switch, and we're here. Okay, let's clap. Sorry, D2K. Let me slap myself, DJ Fanatic. My bad. All right, blame it on Nia. It's Mia's fault. I'm still kind of traumatized by her criticism. Anyway, let me stop messing. I want to say this. So let me look at this word evolution. So evolution is the gradual development of something, especially from a simple to a more complex form. So K-Bum, are you cool with a conservative evolution over a revolution? Are you happy with a evolution, or do you want a revolution? Talk to me.
GP, are you with me? I thought that's where we were going. That's not where we going with it.
God's property.
My bad. My bad. You said you wanted to stomp the
I
whole.
thought I sound like Jesse Jackson a little bit. Do you want a
What else they want?
revolution?
Do you want a revolution?
Or do you want a revolution? The water can't pour itself. It must have a cup first. Anyway, let me
Come on now.
Go ahead. Y'all should be saying, preacher. Go ahead.
Oh, man, I need to tell my K-Ball don't care. That's funny. So it reads to me. This article reads to me as if this is really just a modified Switch Pro that we're getting, and not really a Switch 2. Like the words evolution, like it to me sounds like what you would say if you were putting out a upgraded version of something that was already there. Like it's not really the new thing. Like they never really use evolution when they use the word PS5 or even the Xbox Series X. It was always,
that's
this
what
is
they are,
something new.
Anyway, it's not my turn. It's not my turn. It's not my turn. Go ahead. It's not my turn. I'm wrong.
If I even fully agree with that, because they're trying to do different things, they're trying to accomplish different things. I understand that, but I don't. Anyway, so my biggest gripe has always been the graphical output that you get with Nintendo systems. That's always been my gripe. Because the game, some games just don't look good on that system, and portability is not a good enough selling point for me. Which means dock mode needs to be good, because that's where I'm going to do most of my gaming, and portability isn't what entices me to jump ship, right? And so, to me, this reads like I said, a slight upgrade, which we would have to see in actual practice if it's actually doing that. I know if we want to get a little bit further into the conversation with one of the articles D2K posted with them ramping overclocking the dock mode and severely underclocking the portable mode. But it brings to me that it's maybe it was something they were trying to do with the Switch Pro, and they kind of just held on a little bit longer, waiting for some better tech to give kind of a newer system, instead of going down that path. Because that, I don't know if it was just rumors. All those rumors had actual weight to them about the Switch Pro, but I know that have been swirling around with that. But the point I also wanted to give into, and Nia kind of beat me to it. I was already trying to state that, but to the fact that the new one of the new functions, right? And this is something I think you said this level when we were when it was, you found how easy it was to kind of stream on the PS5. One of the functions that would be useful, and this is what the other companies are doing, is a share button. Something to save your video, something quickly to broadcast, stream, anything of that nature. Because the other companies are doing that and have better integrations with other systems to do so. I don't think Nintendo wants to be left too far behind in
I
this
think they
streaming
have a share
space.
button. They have a
They
share
they
button.
had. Oh well, I don't know what that button is then.
Yeah, they got a share button. You can share to Facebook and like share your video directly to Facebook. You can't now. I don't think you can share to YouTube, but you can share like clips and stuff up on Facebook. Like me and Keith was sharing. That's how I shared all the stuff with Metroid Dread, and Keith was like, "Man, that's how yours look." And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, I don't remember that, Keith, when you was like, man, why yours look so good? Mine looks too dark.
Man.
Like you didn't ingest your stuff." So yeah, they got a share button now. They can conservatively evolution it. Anyway,
Wow.
so
Wow, you forced that.
I know I did.
You forced that one, buddy.
Go ahead. Go ahead. It's your floor. It's still your floor. I don't want to take over.
No, that's cool. I don't know. I don't know how much they really are going to move into that space, but they have the availability to do such. So I don't know. It doesn't really blow me away with the way they're talking about it. And again, these are rumors, so we can't base everything we're hearing just on rumors. But it doesn't read. And I don't want to get into just the wordsmith of it, but it doesn't read like they're saying this is next gen, blow you away. But again, this isn't official. None of this is just articles. This is just rumor mill, and none of this has the weight of an official statement from Nintendo.
So okay, so I guess it's my turn. So how do I feel about the conservative evolution? That's actually what I wanted. I did not want Nintendo to go extreme left or extreme right to a whole new format, a whole new gimmick that I gotta learn. I wanted a better Switch. I wanted this just better. And that's what it sounds like they're doing. It's like they have a winning formula. You do not have to break the mold. You do not have to change it up. I don't need a N64 to GameCube. I don't need a GameCube to Wii. I don't need a Wii to Wii U. I need a Nintendo NES to Super NES. That's what I want. Make it super. Put a super Switch is what I want. Better graphics, better frame rates, so my games can look better and better online, right? So the conservative evolution made me smile because it's like, okay, they're not finna go extreme left and do something that can totally derail the acceptance, the reach, the appeal of the Switch. Like, I think that could have been that's dangerous. I like, because when you look at PlayStation and you look at Microsoft, that's what we really been seeing. You've been seeing evolutions, and I might say the PlayStation 3 was a revolution. I would say the PlayStation 3 was a revolution. The PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 were revolutions, and then we have gotten evolutions, and maybe the PlayStation 5. No, I won't even say that's a revolution. That's still more of an evolution. I would say the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 were revolution because we jumped to HD. It took us to a whole nother stratosphere. But then everything else has just been building on and making that experience better. It hasn't broke the mold. it hasn't changed us and took us so far. Matter of fact, Xbox has been giving us the same controller for how many years now? The PlayStation just changed their controller this year for real, like the whole design. So Wii was a revolution. It was originally called a revolution. So I don't want a revolution. Kurt Franklin, go sit down. God property. Y'all can stay back there with Stump. I don't want a revolution. I want an evolution. Just improve what you have. So I'm okay with it. How do y'all feel about that? Why y'all keep saying womp? No, I don't want a revolution. Do you want a revolution? Y'all don't keep y'all. I thought y'all would catch that by now. Anyway, do you want a revolution? Okay. First name basis said he can't get the song out of his head. I don't want a revolution. I want an evolution. So I'm happy that it's going to be an evolving, an improving of the current, not a departure. So I'm good with that. So Keith, any thoughts on that? Okay, then explain to me what revolution would you want? I don't want a revolution. I'm scared of the revolution. The Wii U was a revolution.
I think
the GameCube was a revolution. The Wii was a revolution. I don't know if I want. I'm scared of Nintendo and revolution. I want a Super NES. That's what I want. I want a Super NES. Go ahead, Keith. My bad.
I think because you've been like ready for the Switch 2, and then it's like, oh, we're gonna be conservative, and that's like, that's cool.
Oh, as opposed to me, she's not talking to me. But I said that, Keith. I said even back then, even D2K, we had this on one of the podcasts where I was saying I want them to stick. I don't want a drastic change. I just want better power. Power is not an revolution. That's it may be. We finna talk about some stuff here in a second. It could be more than what we think, but I don't want them to drastically change what's current. The Switch is cool to me. I like the Switch. I don't want you to change so it's so different and the controllers are so different that I'm like, man, now I gotta learn this whole new. I don't want. No, evolution is perfectly fine with me. That's what the PlayStation 3, 4. That's what the PlayStation 4, 5 has been. That's what the 2 was to the 1. I would say the 3 and the 360 were revolutions, and then everything else has been an evolution since. That's what I want. And that's why, to me, Nintendo, you change it too much, and you kill. Now they needed to change from the Wii, but the Wii U, I don't even know. Was that an evolution or a revolution? That was an evolution, wasn't it? The Wii U.
Yeah, that was evolution.
Okay,
or de-evolution.
yeah, absolutely de-evolution. So I'm go ahead, Keith. Yeah, my bad.
Can we add some new piece of evidence?
Yeah.
So I sent this to y'all earlier, and this is still on track with Nintendo, where it was talking about Nintendo's hunting down those emulators. Like they didn't just stop at Yuzu. So when you think about that, so it says Nintendo goes after 8,000.
I'll pull it up.
Okay, I'm looking at it. You want me to wait on you?
No, go ahead. I'm gonna just pull it up so they can know what you're talking about.
All right,
let me get there.
So it says Nintendo goes after 8,535 Switch emulator backups in mass takedown. They not playing, folks. When they say the ninjas came, the ninjas coming. So to me, and got the Switch 2 rumors, and you got the Switch 2 possibly finna come out soon, or we finna get some information from it. And then they're going after these emulators. One, everything in that article about backwards compatibility sounds like it's going to be legit, because they're trying to stop you from these games that they're probably going to repurpose, reuse, resell, right? Then on the second thing, the Switch 2 either may or may not be hitting the type of graphical power that well, obviously, it's not going to hit the graphical power of the PCs, but at the same time, they don't want you to be playing all your favorite games in 4K online. So we got to take this down to make ourselves look good. Kind of like what I was saying last week about Metroid not being in Fortnite. So I just think this is interesting. This is, to me, this is like actually what they're doing. This is not a rumor. To me, this lends to something bigger on the scope, other than just losing money. I think.
Okay, so we can come back to that. Let's hold this down. I'll keep it up, and we can come back to it because that is interesting. But so let's stay with the rumors. Then I'm gonna double back to what you just was talking about, Keith, because that may play into may be something we can play into later into this conversation. But yeah, I'm happy with the evolution. Right? I'm happy with that. Now, another thing they said was the controllers are supposed to be magnetic. What did he say? Let me see if I can pull the article back up. It's supposed to have suction. I'm so wrong for that. It's supposed to have suction that suckers in the controllers with a powerful magnetic. That's what
you are just killing it. You are making it 10 times worse.
That is what it said.
Because you can't even get through the sentence.
It said it has a suction. Let me get up here. Let me try to find it. Make sure. Let me see. It said a electromagnetic suction dock structure controlled by electric current. So now the reason I use, remember that right, well, we got it right here on our screen. Remember this right here when we saw this rumored controller, this rumored switch, and it was supposed to be a mock-up, and the docks were a little bit different, and it looked like they connected magnetically, as you're looking at right here. Remember them controllers, Keith? Remember them mock-up drafts of the Switch 2?
From a long time. No.
Yeah, from a long time ago, it's supposed to be the Switch 2 or the Switch Pro. The images that was popping up that people was questioning, is they real or is it fake? I'm gonna try to. It's the thumbnail. It's the thumbnail that I got. It's the very council that was the thumbnail is right now. I'm trying to find it so I can pull up more pictures of it. But it was weird. Like the controllers had like a little oval. Here it is, right here. This right here. Well, y'all looking at it, but this is what it looked like. Y'all notice that? Do you think that this might have some truth to it? Do y'all think this design might have some truth to it?
Oh, okay. I was waiting. I couldn't see it until you pulled it up on the screen.
You see it? Remember that? Remember this right here? Look how it slides up in there, and the controller had like a little chip on the side. That this came out how many years ago? About a year or two ago. This was floating around, and people saying it was fake. Well,
it looks Fisher Price. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It does.
It does like those. It look like those controllers when you throw them to the ground, they bounce.
Man,
I'm not saying, but it seems like them will be magnetic. Anyway. How do y'all
hold up.
Yeah.
Do any people on the panel and the comment section who actually used the Joy-Cons? Be real. I use my Pro controller.
I know a lot of people that actually do use the Joy-Cons.
Really?
Yeah, they use them. They use the Joy-Cons dock. They younger.
Dock.
They use the Joy-Cons in the dock, in the Joy-Con dock or grip.
Yeah, I was a Pro
grip.
controller.
I was a Pro controller, but So let's talk about are y'all feeling the idea? Nia said nope, she never uses the Joy-Cons. But are y'all feeling the ideal of magnetic rather than the slide down the side? What was happening was
They're breaking.
if they were breaking and loosening up, and even mine pops out on the left side, it'll pop out of the slot sometimes, or feel like it's bending. So it had a lot of wear. It wore down easy. So do you think this is a smart solution? This electromagnetic suction function.
I remember when I first got the Switch, I was messing up with that, trying to line up with that track thing.
Yeah.
I could not get it right for the longest.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good solution.
Okay. K-Bun, what you think? You any thoughts?
I agree. No, I agree. I think it's a good solution having have it being magnetic instead of having to worry about
Here it
it
is.
possibly breaking and not working correctly in the future. I think it creates the longevity of the system by not having it directly implanted into the system. Cause that's what happened with if you guys don't remember the Sega, the first Sega, the problem is that the little pins, instead of being in the controller, the little pins were in the console. So if you put your controller incorrectly into the console, you could break those little pins that made the connection to the controller. And so instead of just having to replace the controller, you have to get a new system when that little slot stopped working. And so that's why I started to permanently use like the 4-player controller, because one of my little slots were broken. And so later iterations, they changed it so that the pins then were in the controller instead of in the actual system itself. And so this gets rid. So for the Switch, having the track could possibly create issues, but having the magnetic connection does a better job of longevity of the system. So I think it's a better solution.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I agree. I think it can work. Hopefully it doesn't lose. I hope it's strong enough to where, you know what I'm saying, it's not you get to playing and get excited and you mess around and disconnect it. I hope it's some kind of way it locks in and you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I think it's a better solution. Also, I like the fact that, because at the first article was that the Joy-Cons were not backwards compatible. That was one of the original thoughts, was that you was not going to be able to use the Joy-Cons at all. But they said, no, you can use them remotely as another option for controllers, but you just can't dock them into the new Switch, which I'm cool with that. I like that I can use the current controllers I have. So that means my kids still are able to play, and we got Mario Kart. We can still get 4 players, and maybe even more now with more controllers. So I like that. That's why I was saying the evolution is perfect for me. I don't have to get rid of none of my old stuff if this rumor is true. I can everything basically carries on with the next system, and I like that. Like the Switch. I don't even does a remote don't work on the Switch. Nothing from the Wii U or the Wii works on the Switch. So being able to take everything I currently have to the next system, which brings it to the next point. How are you liking the rumor of it being backwards compatible, both digital and physical? That's
always a plus.
That's a plus. Yeah, that's a plus.
I had somebody tell me the other day they went out of town and their kid left the Switch and all of his games in wherever they were, Missouri or somewhere, I think. Anyways, left it all, and then came all the way back home. And then 2 weeks later, he finally brought it up like, "Hey, I can't find my thing." Imagine if you had all those games digital, and you lost your Switch. Okay, cool. Just put in my account, and boom, I got my games back. But just on the digital front, physical, yeah, you SOL. But yeah.
So, K-Bum, what you thinking? The backwards compatibility. I'm good with that. That's a perk. for me.
Backwards compatibility is always a win for the consumer.
Okay.
I never know. I don't know when it's ever a bad thing for the consumer. So
Right.
in my opinion, it's a win when you have backwards compatibility. So I am definitely on board for that piece. But yeah, I think I think Microsoft does the best when it comes to backwards compatibility. I know I've said on many occasions that they have the best backwards compatibility because they go all the way back to the 360 days. But yeah, I think it's a win for the consumer, so I think it's a good. I think it's helps give credence to the Switch, and maybe just maybe you won't get a ton of remakes for the Switch 2. Or you can just be like Sony and say, no, we remastered it. Here, play Horizon Zero Dawn again. So you never know. They may find a way to do it anyway.
D2K, you just redeemed yourself and then you unredeemed yourself. They need to call it the switch up. Then maybe LeBron will purchase one. Dude, don't stop, bro. Stop throwing jabs at my boy. Anyway. So
DJ Fanatic.
Yeah, I said DJ Fanatic, didn't I?
You said D2K.
I said D2K, my bad. DJ Fanatic. Let my boy live. Let me see. Nia said that's the best part, the backwards compatibility. I agree. That is it the best part? Yes, that's absolutely the best part because I got a lot of Switch games. And hopefully it upgrades where we're about to go next. About to discuss next. Let me see if I can find where I had that at. Right here. So let me read a few more of these comments. First name base. DJ Fanatic said, I think the countenance on my face is expressing that I'm just ready for a new Switch. Agreed. Let me see. So, okay. All right. So, another thing, so we kind of got through all that, but some more came out. So, some more rumors. Again, this is rumor. So, the Nintendo Switch 2 will reportedly feature NVIDIA's Ampere, is that how you say that? Ampere graphic architecture and support hardware accelerated ray tracing and DLSS 2.2. The T239 SoC said to power the next gen handheld console will be fabbed on Samsung's 8nm, I don't know what that means, LPP processing node and pack 2000
nanometer,
okay, and pack 2048 shaders. So with this being said, so it's going to have ray tracing, and it's supposed to have comparable ray tracing, or even possibly better ray tracing than the PlayStation 5. Now, because because of NVIDIA. Because I know K-Bone was gonna say, huh? But yeah, it's supposed to be on par and may even be better ray tracing than what PlayStation 5 can actually do.
Is the Switch gonna blow up then? Overheat?
It's because of the architecture and the way that because of the technology that NVIDIA has that is a lot better than AMD. So yeah, I meant to send y'all this, and there was a few videos I was gonna send y'all talking about it, and even the video that
true. It's true.
Yeah, and even the video DJK linked us to was kind of talking around it, but yeah, it's supposed to be ray trace. That's why the dock is supposed to upscale the system more so than the current dock, and in handheld it's supposed to be it's supposed to be lowered, so for cooling and
not just lowered. And this is what the video was talking about. It's not just lowered; it's severely underclocked. Is what they were stating in the video, to the fact that it's going to have impacts to performance. It's going to do better for battery life, and also
Right.
when we're talking about a bigger screen, you have to understand if you're going to have a bigger screen, you're going to have 1080p, you're going to use up more battery life, and so they're talking about underclocking even more, which is going to have negative impact on game performance, but it's going to have better impact when you're talking about battery life. Then you may see a even more. It's going to make it look different, especially if you're using the words that saying that's going to be the ray tracing is going to be better than the PS5. When docked, you're not even going to get close to that when you're undocked, and that's what they
Right.
were specifying in the video. And that's why I'm trying to understand because you're going to have a severe drop in performance once you undock the system, and that's going to be visually noticeable,
Well,
right?
that's I think
If that's what's going on.
possibly. I think that because the current switch is severely underclocked, right?
No. That's not, and that's what I talked to D2K a little bit. Is saying that the range of the overclocking and the underclocking will be even more severe
More
with
separate.
with the Switch 2. So it's going to create an even wider separation than what
Right.
you're getting with the Switch.
I'm with that. I'm just saying the current switch when handheld, it may not be wide. The gap between the
It's
dock.
underclocked. Yeah, it's underclocked.
That's what I'm saying.
But
That's all I'm
not
saying.
not on the scale of what they're saying for the Switch 2.
Right. So you're saying the gap between the dock experience and the handheld experience with the current switch, that gap is going to be astronomical
Even wider.
between.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
even
wider.
bigger than on the. And I can understand because you're going from 1080p, 720p in hand, upscale 1080p on the screen to 1080p, upscale 4K with ray tracing. So I can see the gap being bigger, but I don't think the handheld experience is going to. I still think the handheld experience is going to make sense, but the dock experience is going to be better for the bigger 50, 60-inch screen TV. I think it's going to make sense. I don't think it's something we got to be concerned with. I think it makes sense for them to downclock it like they're going to or create the gap because you're not going to need all that for the handheld experience. So I think it makes sense.
But you're not gonna get that the ray tracing that you're referring to, the better than PS5 ray tracing.
No.
You're not getting that. You're not gonna get that in undocked mode.
I know.
It'll probably be disabled. It'll probably be
It'll probably
disabled.
be disabled. I'm saying,
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's going to create a big visual difference when you go from no ray tracing to ray tracing, and it's going to there's going to be a performance hit even on top of that. So they definitely have to. So I'll use an example. And this game ran poorly anyway, so it's not really a great example. But uh, the new Jedi game, Jedi Survivor. They made the choice that on all modes it had ray tracing on all modes. There was not a mode with performance mode or cinematic mode. There was no mode that did not have ray tracing. Some had more than others, but that game did have performance issues all the way through on every system. Pretty much it had. But you're going to have to make design decisions on how you want to utilize ray tracing within your game on the Switch because you don't want your game to look drastically different when you're undocked. You still want it to maintain the essence and the visual quality that you would expect in the game. So there's some decision that you may make by saying, I'm not going to do ray tracing, or if I do ray tracing, even though I have the ability to go this far on the dock mode, just for seamlessly transitioning between the two, I'm going to put it a little bit lower so that it's not that drastic of a difference between the two. That's the point I'm making. I don't know if it's being heard as clearly, but yeah, that's what I'm trying to make.
I'm gonna bring Keith in here, but I'm gonna read what D2K said down here. He says, and I'm gonna go back. Well, let me read through a little bit. Nia says Nvidia is wizarding right now, so I'ma let them cook. D2K said, I think the portable performance will be comparable to the better looking games on the Switch now. I guess docked. But the docked performance will look much better than the best looking Switch games now. If I'm saying that right, D2K. So you're saying the new system handheld will look similar or better than the docked version of games today on the Switch, and the docked version on the Switch 2 is going to look way better than anything we've seen on the docked Switch today. I'm thinking that's what he's saying. So, and I mean, you know, I'm gonna bring Keith up in here because Keith is the computer guy and D2K is the computer guy as well. So, how do you feel about this, Keith? Being a person that kind of dabbles in this area, is this a concern with the gap, the potential gap between the docked experience and the handheld experience? Because it's not, even though with the current Switch there is a difference, it's not as drastic an experience. But what K-Bump's saying, if ray tracing is going to be happening in 4K, it's going to be happening docked, and then like you said, those features probably may get cut off in handheld to go to more a different experience, performance or something like that. How do you feel like that can affect things, or do you feel like it's a concern?
Well, I can't speak to any of the numbers because I don't know what that looks like in real time. How do I feel? I'm listening to y'all go back and forth. I understand, like, you're saying it could be this and it looks this great, and K-Bone saying, well, hold on, big fella, you gotta slow down. You know, when you take it undock, it's gonna have to be severely cut. But then there's this middle ground. The whole name of the game is to be able to switch. How quickly and how disrupted is Nintendo going to allow, or Nvidia in this case, for that switch to take place? Like, is it going to be instantaneous? Are we going to have a gap? So that's why I kind of think that it's going to be, the performance is going to be closer in somewhere in the middle. Meaning, yeah, you might be able to get ray tracing, but you're going to have a lot of other things that's going to be missing features as far as like graphical things like that. That makes it still not that drastic of a switch from when you do switch it to the dock mode. Undock mode. So that's what I'm trying to get at in this realm. But as far as like the specs and stuff like that, being the computer guy, I don't know, brother. I know Nvidia does the better ray tracing for sure. Their graphics cards, just the better program for it, faster. That's best I can do. Best I can say about that. But it's going to be interesting. That's all I can say.
I see Nia said it'll be kind of like another Series S versus Series X type deal for developers, probably. Like, so the gap will be similar to the Xbox Series X to the Xbox Series S.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. All right. Is that I mean, yeah.
But is it a good thing though? That's because developers are screaming, "Stop making us have to make games work on the S."
But you're still making one game though. You making one game that intelligently that once it's undocked goes to this setting versus this setting. So I don't know if the developers have to do. They don't have to make two games.
No. They're saying stop handicapping us, because what they're saying is that Xbox wants the same game on both systems. They don't want it to be any difference. Whatever you can do on the X, they want you to do it on the S. And so there was a game, Boulder Gate, that could not get one of the features to work on the S. It just couldn't. It didn't have the resource. It didn't have the power to do it. And so they couldn't release on Xbox Series X because they couldn't get it to work on the S. And so Microsoft finally reluctant and said, you know what, you can do it without having parity on both systems. But that was a shortcoming that they just couldn't get it to work on the S. And so and no, you're not creating two games, but there are things that you can't do that you may not be able to do. And again, we're all just future casting here. We're just
Yeah, we
making
just
up
we just
just situations that currently do not exist. But I do think the Xbox Series X to Xbox Series S is a good comparison, right? Because I think that even though there's two different systems within the Switch ecosystem, it will be within one system, and I think that's probably a good comparison of what we're talking about.
okay. All right. Let me see. So let me read some comments. D2K say greed, not saving. Cherry Man said just make it $4.99 for the Switch 2. Nia said that was my point, K-Bum. So she agreeing with what you said, I think. DJ Fanatic said just announce it sometime. And then she said, I mean develop. Nia said, I mean devs are adding performance modes and things and stuff anyway. Further explain that, Nia. I don't want to be misunderstanding you. So, but anyway, there seems to be a lot turning and rummaging. We know that Nintendo has an investor meeting on, I think, the 7th, Keith? So literally the top of the week. They're supposed to have an investor meeting. So, yeah, they're supposed to be having a meeting to, talk to developers, investors. So the belief is that a lot of stuff is going to be revealed far as probably a placeholder name or what they call that when the Switch was, when the Wii was the revolution or the Switch was the code name. Yeah, they're going to release a code name and start maybe talking about their next system. So they believe these rumors coming out is the fact that Nintendo may be gearing up to start actually speaking about it. So Nia said, let me see, make sure I'm not missing anybody. So DJ Fanatic said, we've been in this rumor mill, wish list, and guessing merry-go-round for a while now. My ears are just ready to hear from Nintendo. Right. Prime said, summer game showcase time. He was talking at DJ Fanatic. Video Gamer said console games are adding more options akin to PC. Absolutely true. Games. So who knows how customizable games will be for Switch 2 in terms of options. That is true because you got, what's the new game that came out? Stellar Blade has, I think, I want to say 3 different modes. You have the performance mode, you have the quality mode, then you have that in-between mode. The same thing they did on Ratchet and Clank, K-Bum.
Yeah, it's like a performance mode, but for 120 TVs. TVs with 120. It's at 40. I believe it should be around 40 refresh rate. So instead of 30, so it's not 30, but it's not 60. It's right at 40, and so it works very well with the TVs that have 120. And so it gives you a better quality image.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we in rumor mill, but it's getting about that time where Nintendo is about to start releasing and talking DJ Fanatic. So we in that space. Also, another rumor came out is that it possibly can still release in 2024. So because Nintendo never really, yeah, that's also starting to kick up that this thing could still release in 2024.
I don't believe that.
I'm not saying I believe it. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying I'm on board. But we never really officially got anything from Nintendo. That was all rumors. So we'll see. So it's still up in the air. Either way, it doesn't matter. Long as we get to hear something. So with that being said, let's go to our next topic, and that's Microsoft. So was it you, Keith, that shared that?
Yeah, I shared the video. I didn't share where the video got it from.
So go ahead and kick it off, and I'm gonna I go find the guy that we was talking about. But go ahead.
You are talking about. Oh, good God! I didn't think I was gonna get
Xbox.
thrown in the fire.
Xbox going possibly actually going third party.
So what's his name? Jez Corden.
Yeah, I'm about to pull him up now.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Who is he? Is he? Who is he?
He a developer.
He's an insider. Well, said it was an insider, but what you say he's a developer?
He worked with one of the development team. Go ahead. I'm gonna find him.
Okay. Well, he had made some statements that basically said that Microsoft is going to get ready to send more or all of their games to PlayStation because it just makes financial sense. And now he's kind of walking it back. I guess they don't got to him, but
that got to him.
you know how they like, hey, we didn't say that. But anyways, Level he posted something in the group chat, and he said I can't see something like Forza hitting PlayStation anytime soon, or Halo, or any of the big mainstay Xbox games. But a lot of these other games that Microsoft has been releasing in the recent years, especially the Bethesda games, more than likely are going to hit the PlayStation sooner than later. And I noticed sometime this week, Sea of Thieves was trending. I think on PlayStation, people have really been playing that game a lot now. Hi-Fi Rush, I think I don't know if that was trending, but I do remember seeing it somewhere, and it was talking about the PlayStation or whatever. So what this says to me, and I can kind of see, I know he's walking it back, but I can kind of see this being true because they're making money over there. PlayStation gamers buy games. They've been buying games for years. Microsoft has groomed their consumers to not buy games with the Game Pass, and I'm not hating on Game Pass, but they have groomed their consumers to not buy games. So, I mean, it is what it is. So, but yeah, I don't know if you got the article up yet. Level.
Yeah, it's on Twitter. So it wasn't an article, but what he did was. Supposedly he said, and this is his retort, he said, people are saying I discuss Xbox exclusives going multi-platform in our Discord thread about multiplayers because I want to hurt Xbox while also calling me an Xbox fanboy in the same breath. But what had happened was he said he believes that Microsoft is about to send everything, all their games, to other platforms. Go back upstairs. So that got to circulating. He pulled it. And okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, y'all, they feeding me. So all right, thank you.
You have to be fed. That's how you live.
All right, going back upstairs. All right, thank you. All right, so she's seeing an opportunity to be heard. She got to be heard. So he went on to say. What Keith just said, I'm sure they have timed exclusive, and he's arguing with folks because they was upset. But said ports, but exclusive, and then port whatever feels right to them, and not port things if they feel like it's not worth it. But they aren't going to ring fence things like Forza. But before he said everything. The video that we watched actually talked about it where what he had actually said. But I don't want to get what's the word? I bet that dude would want us playing this stuff. So what's your thoughts on this? Is Microsoft actually going to go third party? Is that really what we're seeing?
Listen, I don't know about the whole go third party, but I will say that it makes sense. It makes more sense than when people used to say that about Nintendo. There was no evidence that Nintendo was going third party. It was just something that people saw was trending, and the consoles weren't selling, and to them it made sense, but there was no evidence. Microsoft has opened up the floodgates and trying to put games on every platform to make money. So if they were to go third party, there's your evidence for them to do it and make the smooth transition. I mean, they're a software company. I don't want to say Microsoft is going third party. I would like for them to stay competitive in whatever space that they're trying to be competitive. Whatever Sarah was talking about as far as that new device, and it's going to be what she say, revolutionary or something like that. I would like for all of that to still be a thing, but when it comes down to being a business first, it simply just makes more sense, especially if these same games were struggling on your platform for years and they go over to PlayStation for a few months and you see immediate success. You got some internal things to really to have a discussion about with your team. So I'm okay with Microsoft going third party, but at the same time, I mean, it makes sense them going third party, but I would like for them to still be competitive some way, shape, or form.
Okay, all right. K-Mom,
Yep.
is it inevitable? Is Microsoft going third party?
Microsoft themselves have told you they're going third party. Microsoft, we saw Phil Spencer and we saw Sarah Bond and we saw other dude. I don't know. I forgot Phil Patrick. No, not Phil Patrick.
Nah, he got a weird name.
And Matrick. Something like I don't know. Anyway,
Matt Booty, wasn't it?
no, I don't know. But anyway,
Yeah.
they were on that podcast.
It was Matt Booty.
Matt Booty. Matt Booty. So when they were on that podcast, the thing they could not stop talking about is how successful of a third party company they were. That was their selling point.
That was a good point. That's a good
They
point.
they third party and third party and third party and third party. And guess what? Third party. Um and so I to be honest, from the beginning, I thought when I heard the rumors about the games going third party, my assumption is always been that I believe they wanted to have a bigger rollout with what they did. I think they scaled it back due to reaction, due to their consumers' reaction and the Xbox fan base going absolutely bananas when they heard the news. But I believe that this is their plan. This has been their plan. They're buying up these third party games and they're not looking at they can't keep these, and Level has said it plenty of times. It doesn't make sense to buy Call of Duty and only put Call of Duty on an Xbox console because look at your sales. We have seen that they dropped 30% the year before in sales, and this year they dropped another 30% based off the 30% they dropped the year before in console sales. And then we see them in a press conference, and the only thing they can scream about is how well they're doing in third party, and they are the first real company, console company to take their games and immediately put it, not immediately, sorry, immediately is not a good word, but take their game and put it on their competitor system. Nintendo went mobile and PlayStation went to the PC, but they're putting their games directly on competitor systems. And to me, they themselves are telling you that. Um, and I don't think, and I want Xbox to continue to make consoles. I want them to be a competitor to Sony. I think they are good when they're competitors against Sony. I think they're good when they make Sony have to work hard for what they want. Because when they start winning, they get complacent. Hence, no first party game this year. Hence, next gen doesn't start until we say so. Hence, I'm gonna sell you a $1,000 console. They get very complacent when they get to winning, or they see themselves as the number one company. They get very complacent. So I like that Xbox at least gives pressure to Sony to make good business decisions. But if they go full third party, it wouldn't surprise me. They have the ability to have an ecosystem outside of a console. The whole play anywhere and the close connection they have with the PC space. I think it makes sense. But there's one thing that I've been thinking about, and because we know somebody who did this. Like It what could Sega have implemented Xbox's plan and still continue to make consoles? Because that's the last console maker we saw die was Sega. And could Sega take their games, put it on competitor systems, and still make consoles?
Mm,
I don't think that makes sense.
no.
So why does it make sense for Xbox? I'm just that's a thought I've been going through. I've been rallying around back and forth, and it doesn't make to me if it didn't make sense for Sega to continue to make consoles and put their games in other places. To me, it doesn't make sense for Xbox to do the same thing. And one thing we know about Xbox, one thing they love to do is make money. So they go make whatever decision they have to do, and if that means forfeiting their entire user base to profit, I believe Microsoft absolutely would. But that's my opinion.
Okay, all right. Mr. Norris, you got any follow up? I'm just listening for right now. I'm eating my chicken. Go ahead.
Yeah. We got you. Do I have any? I mean, the moment K-Bone started talking about when they were talking about they're the top third party, this top third party, I was like, dang, he right. He is absolutely right. They did openly admit that, or at least open that door for when it does happen. Nobody's like, oh my God, the sky is falling, because you can always go back to that video, and there it is. They've already said it. So yeah, and then like you said, they like making money. So Microsoft is going to follow the money. Plus, I mean, they I don't know if they put their best foot forward, but they have tried. They have tried, and the people, they haven't rallied. Their fans will get on here and they will defend Microsoft from the high heavens, but the money ain't there. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. Nintendo fans come out and they show out all the time for Nintendo. Like, I pulled that top, I think it was like top 100 games or whatever. Nintendo was all over that thing, and Sony had one game. And Sony makes money too, but Microsoft wasn't nowhere near on that chart unless they want to count those games that they bought. Those
Come on
games,
now.
so, yeah,
Come on.
but yeah, they definitely are. If, like I said, the door is open, and just get ready. All those Xbox fans out there defending it, just get ready, man. It might be over, man. At least you got some nice controllers at the deal. The controllers ain't going nowhere. I was gonna have those nice controllers.
Controllers are nice.
I think y'all hit it on the nail, and I think K-Bum hit it right on the nail. They already told us they're going third party. They already said it. So, and this dude, let me go to the article. So around 3 months ago, it says a flurry of rumors suggested that Microsoft was preparing many Xbox exclusive games to go multi-platform, including heavyweights like Gears of War, Starfield, and the upcoming Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Shortly after those rumors, Microsoft broadcast a business update event where Xbox executives revealed that a few games were indeed making the jump to PlayStation and our Nintendo Switch consoles. These games turned out to be Hi-Fi Rush, Pentiment, Grounded, and Sea of Thieves. Phil Spencer labeled this an experiment and warned it didn't mean other bigger games would definitely appear on other consoles. It says, I don't think we should, as an industry, even rule out a game going to another platform. We focus on those 4 games and learning from the experience. Phil just talking double talk. I don't want to create a false expectation on those other platforms that this is somehow the first 4 to get over the dam, and then the dam's going to open and everything else is coming. That's not the plan. Keyword today.
Yep.
Y'all gotta learn how to read.
Oh, boy, he was
Wait.
circling around that thing.
Yeah, go ahead, Keith.
No, what you say?
He
The
said
last
that,
thing you did-
he said that's not the plan today.
Today.
No, you said y'all gotta learn how to read.
You gotta learn how to read. How to read between the lines.
Throwing them shots back at y'all.
No, I'm trying to say Phil is double talking. He's not.
Yeah.
He's doing the what did DJK say Reggie did all the time. Reggie was a slick talker. The today mean that's true today. That probably won't be true tomorrow.
But we got a meeting next week that we gonna move all them games over.
Right. So
I didn't lie.
I didn't lie. Let me see. Is this the rest of it? Okay. Denote the final caveat. I think that's what that says. Anyway, it was not the plan at the time. However, clearly Microsoft was open to the idea, especially if the experiment worked. We don't know the hard sales data yet, except that Sea of Thieves topped the pre-order charts ahead of its PlayStation launch. So at least it's showing that interest was there on the PlayStation. A few hours ago, renowned Xbox insider and Windows Central journalist Jez Corden broached the topic once again in the Xbox 2 Discord channel. As reported on the Reset Era forum, Corden said that all of the Xbox first-party games will be coming to PlayStation eventually. Even the flagship titles like Halo and Forza. He also discussed the future of the ecosystem as more streamlined in the future, with the ability to sideload PC stores like Steam itself. Microsoft has recently suggested as much. The upside is that prices will be more affordable thanks to sales, and the ecosystem will be more open to developers. Meanwhile, the Xbox hardware will be dedicated to specific niches. To a specific niche. So, niche. Corden then took the discourse public to Twitter, where he reiterated that everything is going to PlayStation and or Switch. He also again talked about Xbox Council finding a niche, a bit like the Steam Deck is doing for PC hardware. So he's trying to walk this back, but once you put it out on the internet, it's out there. So he can't escape it. This is an insider. He would know some things, and he was just talking. He probably was just talking, wasn't realizing that this was finna go viral or get farther than where he was talking about it at. So, Keith, with that information, what do you got to say?
And he was just trying to walk that back, man. It's y'all want me to say it. Yeah, they going third party. It's over. I say it. We won. That's what y'all want. That's what y'all want. That's what y'all want. Dude, this is crazy. But no, this is about making money, guys. At the end of the day, console war, whatever. This is about making money. They're gonna do what's best for the company, because I remember they were trying to get rid of the Xbox division, if not already trying to get rid of the Xbox division, because they were just hemorrhaging money from the day of conception. So, and I think Bethesda, Activision, all those companies, those are purchased by Microsoft. Am I right? Those are not purchased by Xbox.
Yeah, Microsoft bought them.
Yeah, those are Microsoft companies. Xbox. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Xbox is done. It's too much, man. Xbox is done.
Okay. K-Bomb, we can give you the final say. Now that I read the article a little bit more, what's your thoughts?
Xbox as a console making centric gaming platform is done. Xbox gaming is not done. They have a lot of resources at their hand. They have a plethora of games. They have the cloud at their disposal. They have the close relationship with the PC space, and even diving into um, the portable space like a Steam Deck is something that I can absolutely see Xbox doing. To be honest, I believe Xbox has been trying to move away from home consoles for a long time now. To be honest, if we want to be completely honest, I think the whole charge with X Force is what that was called, X Cloud, what it was called. The whole driving force was to move away from home consoles. I fully believe Xbox is going to be the first to get away from a home console, and have
You don't think they could have just went cold turkey? They had to
no,
do it this way.
no, they have to do it this way. And I think Game Pass is the carrot at the end of the treadmill. They tie you into Game Pass, and then they can remove the console and give you something else. But there has to be a carrot at the end of the stick.
Get you bought into Game Pass, and you'll follow Game Pass to whatever else they doing. That's what you're saying?
Ding,
Right. Okay.
ding. That's what I'm saying. They have to tie you into something. They have to tie you into the ecosystem. They can't just remove it because you're not tied into the ecosystem. You can easily move over to Sony, right? And third party is also to secure the home console space. So now I don't have to make a home console. I can do whatever I want to do anyway, and I still can make money on a home console because I have all the Activision Bethesda games, and then I have these group of 20 million people, 30 million tied into my Game Pass, and I've given them all this free stuff, and you like free stuff, right? So come on over here and continue to play your free stuff.
So basically, you don't spend $70 billion without a plan. That's what you just said, K-Ball.
They got it. Bro, they see the sale numbers. You dropped 30% in console sales. You dropped 30% from the year you dropped 30%. You have been in last place since inception.
Well,
Come
not
on,
the
bro.
360. They kind of bumped up with the 360.
No, they were still losing money.
Oh, you're talking about losing money wise. Right. True.
Well, 360 was Wii, right? That was the Wii.
No,
Yeah, they
that was-
still got in
well,
third place. That is.
Yeah, that's true.
Sony
That's
still
true.
passed them.
Well,
At the end of the
What about
PS3
GameCube?
era,
That was the original Xbox. OG.
the original Xbox.
they lost
That's
to
OG.
the GameCube. Did they lose to the GameCube?
No,
No,
I
they
think Xbox passed that up.
Okay.
The OG.
Barely. I mean, it wasn't much. It ain't much. to talk
It wasn't
about.
much. It wasn't much.
Right,
But yeah,
right.
they've been pretty much in last place since inception. So the writing's on the wall, man. and bro, and the game, the very game that you showed to consumers, the very game that was supposed to get people to buy your system, very game that is supposed to be the set the level, the bar for all Xbox game is coming out 4 or 5 years after your console debut. You gotta be kidding me, bro. But it finally comes out this month. We'll finally play Hellblade 2.
Yeah. Like I said, you don't
Come
go
on, man.
spend $70 billion without a plan for profit. You definitely wasn't spending the $70 billion for your current fan base and your current
Your fan base don't want them games. They
right. So
you groomed them,
They
like
want-
Keith said.
No.
I forget who said it. You groomed them not to buy games.
right. So when they started making these moves, and then they was, then the Activision, then the fighting, and they are ensuring that these games will stay on other platforms. Matter of fact, striking a deal with Nintendo for a 10-year access to Call of Duty. These were the tea leaves that this was hitting at something different. And when I remember the podcast, when I came back, I was like, man, when I saw the numbers and all that leaked and all the insight we was getting on what was going on behind the scenes with the fact that Game Pass hadn't grown, they stopped sharing their sales of their systems. The S is selling the X. And y'all just spent, y'all had all this information. We found this was a revelation for us. This was everyday news for them. So y'all made that decision to go spend $70 billion, knowing y'all wasn't selling anything. That meant y'all was going in a different direction. And to go in that different direction, you need studios to be the biggest third party. And that's what y'all did.
Yep.
And now y'all going to be, that's going to be y'all angle. We are the biggest gaming developers in gaming. You make that money everywhere. And that's how you get $70 billion back. That's how you pull Xbox division out of the red, because you stop depending on the Xbox division. You shrink it and you make it, like this thing said, a niche thing.
Cut the cancer.
Yeah. Man. So all you guys that was, upset.
And you know what did it, right? You know what gave them this dream?
What was that?
I believe what was the catalyst and gave them Xbox this vision,
Google?
this dream. No.
Oh, okay.
Minecraft.
Oh, I said that. I said that already.
They made hand over fist without even trying.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, we
talked about it. Yeah, it's like Sony fans, they're gonna buy my game. Nintendo fans gonna buy my game. No, don't make this exclusive. No. Make that money, brother.
Yeah. So I think this guy, whoever this Jez Cardin, was speaking truth and probably got his coattail pulled and said, "Hey, bro, what are you doing? I know you trying to grow your channel or whatnot, but you letting out sensitive information," and he tried to walk it back. But like you said, the internet is undefeated. So I think everything he said is true. He knows something. Everything it was so it's too detailed for him not to know something.
It is detailed.
That's too much detail. The ecosystem is going to change to this, and they're going to slowly roll out to this, and the Xbox is going to become a niche, almost like the Steam Deck. That's too much information, and came up. It sounds like all the kind of stuff that we were talking about on this channel a few months back.
Right.
Keith said some of this stuff. You said some of this stuff. I said a little bit of it. So I won't give myself as much credit as y'all too. Y'all was on it. I was on the fact that they wasn't dependent on their fan base. That part. Yeah.
They fan base.
Yeah, they could. They can't.
They can't, bro.
It can't.
They don't buy games.
Y'all don't buy games. Y'all don't buy games. Y'all like to fight about them. Y'all like to fight about who the best. Y'all don't go out and buy this stuff. Nintendo fan buy their games. That. Sony can't even say what Nintendo do. Anyway, we're not getting into no console war. I'm just saying, Microsoft, y'all didn't buy the games. Xbox fans, y'all didn't buy the games. Period.
Blame yourself.
Yeah. So anyway, you didn't spend the bread, so your system is dead.
I thought you was gonna say so you didn't get fed.
That too. Anyway, anything else, man, before we wrap it up? I think we covered a lot tonight. That last topic, Keith, what was that one? With the
ninjas.
I'm trying to find it. This right here, you want to talk about that for a second? We done. Nintendo. Okay, you got what you wanted out of it.
Yeah. We good.
All righty then. Well,
I mean, you don't want to talk about the Starfield updates.
Right?
I don't want to talk. Wait, hold up, Paul. I don't want to talk about nothing Starfield. I don't care about that game.
Come back, man.
Game of the generation, man.
Bro,
it ain't.
Don't forget.
We could talk about Fallout, the reintroduction of Fallout 4. We didn't talk about that.
Come on, man. Don't forget this.
Yeah.
There was only one single player game that made that list of most games played in 2023. There was only one single player game.
Let me ask you a question.
There wasn't on Nintendo.
Let me ask you a question.
Right. That's one in time. Thank you.
Let me ask you a question. Did you play it?
Keep playing.
Keith, you still playing it?
Nia played it.
All right, then. That was the show for the night. Nobody want to talk about no doggone Starfield. Don't make me get on. Okay, they're going to make me rant before I get out of here.
Come back, player of the year, bro. That's what happened to what was that game?
Cyberpunk. No, that ain't Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk did it. The one when you go investigate the other worlds. What was that? What was that game called?
I'm not gonna put my foot in my mouth.
You know that game, Keith.
I'm not gonna say that
investigate other worlds.
Starfield can't make a bounce back.
Starfield?
No. It wasn't Starfield. It was the other game that Starfield is like. It's like that. It's like that Starfield. No Man's Sky. There we go. Yeah, No Man's Sky was coming back player of the year,
and nobody's playing it. Anyway, let's go. So,
you got a great comment from DJ Fanatic.
I read it. I'm not studying DJ Fanatic. Anyway, we're not talking about Starfield. We're not talking about the other game. We are done. So, with that being said, I'm going to let these dudes sign out, starting with Mr. Norris himself. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, man. Great show. I'll say K-Bum held it down. He was on it tonight. Man, yeah, great show. It's been a very, very long week. Finally getting some rest. But can't wait to be back next week. Can't wait to get into some gaming, to talk about some more things that I've experienced with Nier and Tales and Xenoblade, because those are the games I'm still going to be playing. And hopefully we can get in some Helldivers with the guys too. But other than that, man, it's a great show, man. Folks, be safe out there. The weather is unpredictable. Yeah, so.
Yeah, if you Nebraska, man, shoot. I saw it turning to go through Nebraska. Like, man, it was like a mile long. Jeez. Oof. Go ahead, K-Bum.
Have fun, man. It was a good podcast. We got some laughs out of this one. It was a pretty good one. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed the comment section as usual, as they were keeping it going, especially with the LeBron hate. Appreciate it. Keep it going. But no, it was a good podcast, man. I thought we had some good topics to kind of chop it up with, and as always, it was good to talk to my homies and talk about gaming while I still play my baseball game. You can't stop me from playing my game. Anyway, until next time, y'all.
All right, that was the show for tonight. I want to send a shout out to everybody that was in the comments of sections. We had D2K, shout out to you. Video Game Herd, Chariot Man, first name Hayden Basis, DJ Fanatic, and all the rest of y'all that was tuning in that didn't say anything. I thank y'all for tuning in on tonight. I kid, DJ Fanatic. I kid. You know you are a VIP here, so we excited for you being here with us. Amen. All right, I'm acting like I'm at church. Anyway.
Amen.
Yeah. So we'll be back next time, same place, same time, right here in your ear drum. So y'all got to come back. You hear me? Alrighty. We're out. Do this.
We got smashed, bro.